September of 2018 was a bit of a shocker for many. We first got fed the rumor that our beloved Henry Cavill would no longer be playing Kal-El due to talks between he and his team at Warner Brothers dying down. Cavill soon posted a video in response to the rumors that brought about even more questions. Warner Brothers is a studio's notorious for allowing rumors to run rampant with little to no clarification until much later on, but that topic in itself is another video. Once again, the rumor of Michael B. Jordan as Superman came about last week, just as I was set to script this particular video. I have nothing against Michael B. Jordan as an actor. He's one of the coolest and most talented working actors today, and I always look forward to his projects. I don't think that Michael B. Jordan as Superman is necessarily a bad idea. I just think that were he to play Superman, that he could easily don the suit as Calvin Ellis, and that Clark Kent should be saved for our soon-to-be Witcher. Recently, Henry Cavill was interviewed as saying this, and I quote, "The cape is still in the closet. I'm not just going to sit quietly in the dark as all this stuff is going on. I've not given up the role. There's a lot I have to give for Superman yet, a lot of storytelling to do, a lot of real true depths to the honesty of the character I want to get into. I want to reflect the comic books. The status is, you'll see," unquote. It's no secret that Henry cares very much about his role as Superman and Superman the character. It's no secret that he's very eager to suit up as the hero once more, and is waiting to get the go-ahead to do so. He was recently quoted as saying in an interview for Men's Health is that he wouldn't change anything about Man of Steel, and that it's a great starting point, and that November 17, 2017 simply didn't work. It's no secret that the demand for the Snyder Cut of Justice League has reached astronomically high numbers, and that many want to see Superman's story continue the way it was plotted out, and Henry Cavill is more than willing to continue his flight as Superman. WB is in a very interesting position as a movie studio when it comes to DC movies now more than ever. You have a Joker, a R-rated movie that is low budget, serious, takes inspiration from Marty Scorsese, and has Joaquin Phoenix as the main star that can gross $1 billion, when the more mainstream and adventurous Shazam only grossed under $400 million, which isn't me dissing or knocking the movie Shazam. But it's interesting that going into this year, no one could have predicted that a dark R-rated serious film like Joker would end up being one of the highest grossing movies ever. Then with the HBO Max announcement, along with Green Lantern and other DC properties to come, you and I in the world took part in something special on Twitter on November 17, 2019, all because of the journey that Zack Snyder chose to start with Henry Cavill, the journey that started with Man of Steel. Superman is the reason the DCEU started, and the reason it continued to thrive and spawn other films. WB is in a position not only to capitalize off of the success of Joker by continuing to make similar films in that DC Black area, but the Snyder Cut of Justice League and Henry Cavill continuing to don the cape and costume as Superman is something even bigger they could capitalize off of even more. Not only would revenue come from home media, but there would be even more individuals ready to sign up for HBO Max than initially anticipated. We don't really know what went on behind the scenes with Henry and WB, aside from Christopher McQuarrie also having a pitch for both Henry's Superman with Green Lantern and Henry's status still being, ironically, up in the air. We don't know much about what will end up happening with Superman next. Henry still is eager to portray the Kryptonian, and we still want to see him play Supes as well. Like I said many times before, if what Toby Emmerich said about director-driven movies and not being focused on a shared universe is true, then in an ideal world, aside from when they do release the Snyder Cut, they'd allow Zack to finish his arc that sees Batman's nightmare sequence come to fruition, Darkseid becoming this absolute reign of terror, and Superman becoming more and more fleshed out as the brother Chris Terrio writes it and as Zack Snyder shot it. Because after all, first of all, Zack Snyder shot it and Chris Terrio wrote it. What can I say? I'm just a guy who really likes nice things. I think Michael B. Jordan is a talented actor, and should Calvin Ellis be mentioned in the DC movie world, then perhaps we the audience can have two Superman. But Henry Cavill is ready, willing, and able, and the audience is eager to see him fly once more. And with Black Adam finally securing a release date, hopefully after the Snyder Cut is released, we will see Henry continue to play Superman, and we get to join him in the sun.